Te whānau, kia ora. No mai hoki mai ki te whānau of Warriors Fan TV. Monday night Korero. How are you all doing? How are you all feeling, team? Besides the obvious.
I'm glad it happened on a Sunday, I suppose.
Sad way to end the weekend, my bro.
Because if it happens on a Friday, it's good. Horrible weekend, but I'm glad it happened on a Sunday.
Right, because for you it's Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you watch it.
Actually, no, I've got my days wrong. This is how messed up I am. No, it still happened on the Saturday. And it happened on the Saturday morning. It was actually at a really good time. Actually, first of all, I think we need to really big up our cup players, Our cup
team. Yeah, awesome job, man.
And then following on from that was the Wahine.
Now Wahine was.
I know the Bulldogs. I know the Bulldogs are not because I've been actually watching a little bit of the Wahine play and highlights and stuff. I know the Bulldogs aren't all that, and I think it showed. I think the game to watch for us has been coming up against those Broncos because those Broncos Wahine know how to ball. They're ballers, all of them.
Oh, okay.
But sure. Very, very impressed. Very impressed. Patricia Maliepo, our halfback. I think her name's Emily
Curtin. Yeah, bro.
I think her name is Emily Curtin. Putting that ball in the end goal, found her winger. It was just it was a really good game, really good, entertaining game. And from what I can tell, they love attacking behind the ruck. So if that's a thing that I would have loved us to see a little bit more of that, but a bit difficult when you don't have your main weapons. But look, Wahine, what is that, second win or third win? Really, really entertaining game.
Third, I think.
If anybody's got any news on Michaela Brake, what's happening there? She's not around. Let us know in the comments, please, Whānau.
Yeah.
I've heard sorry, go.
No, you're right, Tons. I started my review, got 32 minutes into it and just couldn't do any more. It was just like, bro. I pulled the pin. And I was explaining to Tans earlier, the whole trying to be impartial, not trying to dog on the ref, dog on the Adam G, but fuck, he made some shitty calls. And again, it's like, okay, bad calls, we expect it. It's always going to come. But man, some of those calls were just like, oh my goodness. Hard to. Yeah, I didn't even make it to the second half, and I mean, even without reviewing the second half, the mistakes, so that by our seasoned players that were just kind of uncharacteristic mistakes. Yeah, the conditions were shit, but just frustrating, putting ourselves under pressure, giving away those 6 agains or penalties on the third or fourth tackle, and it's just like, mate. And what's even more disappointing was our Wahine was in the exactly same conditions, fucking smoked them, destroyed them. Yeah, I know, 2 different teams, whatever, but the boys are.
I was hoping they're going to get some inspiration. I was hoping some inspiration might rub off because they would have watched the game. So I thought, Cup boys got up, Wahine got up, but I think it was just too much to ask. Yes, we got some shitty calls, Rio. But yes, we made some fucking stupid mistakes. And yes, we missed a lot of tackles.
44, man. Like, fucking 44 for...
Wow.
Yeah, that's...
You can't even blame the weather. You can't even blame the weather because they played in the same weather.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that the Doggies were absolute shit last week against the Tigers in the rain. I mean, actually, the script was flipped because how we played... in the rain was exactly pretty much how the Bulldogs played the week previous. But you heard Serraldo, he came out and said, I think it might have been before the game, he was like, the boys want to play in the rain. They want to prove that they can win in the rain, and they did. But for me, I think I think Burden won them the game with his kicking, man. Like, out. It was insane. Even that first 40-20, I was just like, how do you do that, man? How do you do that?
Is that like a practiced move? Because it was just
it's got to be, bro. He's one of the best. Like, with wet, like the ball's wet, so it's heavier. Your boots are wet, your socks are wet. So, and to nail a 40-20 from that, I was just like, or 20-20, whatever insane it was.
But did you see how far, like, the ball bounced out, but then it only went like less than half a meter from the, like, had it bounced the other way and stayed in by half a meter, it would have been sweet as, but it went out and then it just kind of straightened up, and I was just like, really? It's like, mate, how do you,
I actually lost all visuals. I lost all visuals in in the second half. I don't know what happened. Because we've got like a whānau Sky Go account, and before the game kicked off, I watched the wahine, and then I went to do something, came back, and I was like, what the fudge? So I had to stream it on Bipstan, and then it just cut out. So I had to have audio from Jazz, Tahi, and Levon, and so I can hear them. I can hear Jazz being like, oh no, and I'm like, and because I was behind as well, so I'm lagging like 30 seconds a minute behind. So I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
It might have been a blessing you not actually seeing what was happening. I
think it definitely was the universe providing for me. But we spoke about this just before we went live, and I just wanted to put to you boys, attack. So if we look across the competition at other teams, right, we've got other teams that have. Because over the years, remember when RTS got injured way back? Remember? And we were doing well. We lost him. I think it was for a majority of that season, and we just fucking went downhill. Same with SJ when he broke his ankle. Now we see it with Lukey Metz. And I think Warriors have struggled to have two playmakers. If you look across the competition at other teams, a majority of other teams have got two playmakers, right? Broncos, Adam Reynolds, Reece Walsh. Even Manly, you've got DC and Turbo. You've got Cleary, Yo, Talangi. So do we need to, and CHT, I don't think is a leader in that respect. I think Timaire Martin can be, but I just think his kicking lets him down. Do we need to bleed in, or
are you saying we need to get Jet? Are you saying we need to put Jet Cleary on the starting lineup?
I actually think they have a game player that could be Taito Opiki. That's
okay. Yeah.
I think he could be the other player that we could attack off.
The thing is, though, if we lose that go forward, what do we got? When we lose that punch through the middle,
we got nothing.
What do we have? And Webby said this before, like our playmaker, and I think the reason why he says this is because our entire game plan is it's still very one dimensional, right? So if we're finishing our set on the halfway, and we're trying to still kick it to those corners, well, one, we need a kicker that can actually kick it anywhere near the 20 meters on the other side, which is Boyd. So you take Boyd out of the question. You're finishing your sets on our 40 or just on halfway. You're just hoping the fucking ball goes somewhere. So that's the first thing. We have shifted, right? We have done that little shift when it's been on, and I don't know who calls it, but I think it's Metz that has been calling that. He sees something, he goes that short side, and then boom, boom, right? So we have that in our locker, but I believe it's Metz. Correct me if I'm wrong. Metz has been running those ones where he's gone back inside to Capewell, and Capewell goes over for a try, kind of thing, right? So I understand what you're saying, but if our whole attack is based off going through the middle, kicking to the corners, I don't know what another playmaker will do.
I did notice in the game there was that they had a move where they'd shift the ball, say from left to right, but then they'd flick it back to Tane, and he was cutting back on the right. They'd done that like 2 or 3 times.
Twice.
Yeah, and I was just like, I hadn't seen them do that all season, and I was just like, okay, what are they doing?
Yeah, but they read it the first 2 times. So I was like,
sorry, what was that?
I'll do it again.
Yeah. I can't remember
it's
what
like that, like the second that couple they do with Marata.
Yeah,
when they bring Marata on the inside, I'm just like, it's just not like they're expecting him to punch through the line and score a try every time he gets the ball.
No, bro, it's
what I'm thinking is when Marata's hitting that line, why don't you just have Tane running off him or somebody run off him for a short ball? Because like you were saying, the one-dimensional, I'm like, where's the second and the third? When are we going to reach that time?
That's what I mean. Like you need someone, you need a receiver there. You need a receiver to initiate that second phase footy, you know, and I think we get that muddled up, or I don't know, like it's frustrating.
No, I saw that real. First time I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, that's different.
It was almost like they were trying to catch the defender sliding, but the inside defender was there anyway, and I'm pretty sure they tried it at least 3 times. But by the third time, I was just like, bro, that's a dead play. I'm not even sure why you're doing that.
Cut that one.
Yeah.
Let's just try to go through the middle.
Like a lot of people in the comments are, you know, pretty much asking me about the lineup, and I actually liked it. When I saw the team list, I was like, oh yeah, I see what he's doing here. Like, you know, but I was a bit thing about Boyd. I was like, bro, like if you're going to counter Burton, who's arguably one of the best kickers in the competition, you need to counter it with someone who can put the ball in the right place. And we talked about this last year that Te Maire Martin and CHT just aren't those people. But I get his lineup, you know, even last at starting, I think he just built his strategy around defense. But the problem with doing that is, okay, great, you've got all this defensive, you know, like in play, but where's your attack going to come from?
It's very conservative. I think he had a conservative approach. Like let's build our defense. So just on the Lussick thing, like I've watched him in Cup, and like we all joke as fans online, woohoo, Lussick play in the middle, woohoo, Lussick can ball play, Lussick might even jump out on the wing at some stage, you know, like we're all like, but to see him in the lineup really confused me. I was like, okay, so he's either kicking ass in Cup, so much so that he's better than Healy. That's the first thing I thought of. Or the second thing was like he wants to do him a favor. Uncle wants to do him a favor because he hasn't played all year in the first grade, which still doesn't make any sense to me. Like you don't just do someone a favor. So obviously he's earned his way into the team, but he's leapt over Healy for a starting spot. That's how amazing he must be in Cup. Someone correct me.
I don't think it's got anything to do with that. I know a couple of people like on other platforms have said that Healy gets quite gassed, and that's probably and it's probably from him running a lot, because he does do a lot of running for a hooker, right? Like I think when I've watched him, he's probably one of the hookers that runs the most actually from dummy half, like even more so than you know the other ones. But so he gets gassed quite early. So I'm wondering if that was a reason why Webby just thought, nah, we'll put Freddie out because he's great defensively, and we know apparently he's one of the fittest at the club, apparently. So,
but what it did was it forced Te Maire Martin out of our 14, and obviously Boyd down to Cup. And look, hindsight's beautiful, guys. Right? It's a beautiful place to be in hindsight, and you can always pick it apart. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? But just we'll stay here. But another thing I want to throw out to the crew as well is in wet weather. I would have thought that Bunty would have been, if you want to go conservative, I would have thought Bunty would have had a shot. Now it's obvious now he's not part of any of Uncle's plans at all. But that experience through the middle, gaining us some meters, I would have thought that he would have been in the fucking picture, but he wasn't. Right? It's just like, all right, he's not wanted, but I would have had him there.
I wanted Bunty to line up when after we lost Barney and we had Fish out. I was like, surely. You know, a lot of people say, oh, he doesn't offer much, but fuck, man, like, you you know, Bunty's solid, man. He can do a 20-minute hit out, you know, make his tackles, get those running off the back fence.
Yeah.
And I just think when you lost your 2 leaders for a couple of games in a row, you actually want a prop with some experience, right? That's been around the club for a while. So I actually was really surprised that he didn't make the lineup even a couple of weeks ago.
Super impressed with Jacko. Jacko, like his attack on defense, fuck, he was hunting. He was, you know, he was trying to line guys up. In Marata, but again, Marata's timing was out. There were plenty of times he went flying in and kind of got skittled, or just straight miss.
Doesn't he do that every week though? I mean, I think, you know, it's becoming a week thing, and in a way, I'm kind of glad we're nearing the end of the season because, maybe that's a bit harsh, but you know, and our players are. Well, every player, I suppose, in the comp right about now is playing injured. You know, look, Fish.
Yeah.
Even think, you know, Egan, who knows if he'll be back? I see Webby in the presser. He didn't say yes, he didn't say no, but he was like, oh, you know, he's getting there. So,
yeah, absolutely.
But I do think we need another playmaker on the field, and I do think Healy was that person, but you know,
I'm wondering what happened. For me, I'm always going to revert back to that Sharks game, like the amount of playmakers we had in that game, and then we just like Dimitri running the line. I mean, he's done that again.
Well, Healy was our hooker then, wasn't he? He started that game, and then we had Tumaide play for like maybe 20 minutes, I think, and then Healy came back. Half an hour, I think he got. But yeah, and our kick chase, bro, on that Sharks game was mint. Like I haven't seen a kick chase like that since that game.
Yeah.
And if you go back and watch that game, far out, man. Kurt Catewell was leading that kick chase, you know, freaking beautifully. And I haven't seen that since the Sharks game, and it's a real pity because, it was a real pity actually.
And I think it's fair to say that Uncle sometimes, and he has done it in the last 3 seasons, like the subbings, the timing of the subbings has just been way out, and it's just like, bro, would love to think just to see what the thinking is behind that whole bringing players on at certain times. But I mean, you know, Tamaiti goes off, Liquor comes on, and then like Kelly mentioned it as well, then Liquor gets it in the face. Admittedly, that wasn't intentional. That was just how he fell in the tackle. But I was just like, mate, really? We were struggling.
I saw some highlights of the amount of drop balls and shit, and far out.
Yeah,
I actually thought we'll be all goods, you know, in the wet weather, being a New Zealand based team. You'd think, you know, I think they need to get the fire trucks down there at training and fucking turn the hose on them. You know, like, here we go, bro. It's like you're going to catch all those bombs. I mean, I think also in the last couple of weeks, in a few games actually, Artieson, he hasn't been good under that high ball, and quite a few games actually. He's missed some important catches.
Well, the commentators were talking about how he just wasn't, the typical Aussies, but they're going on about how he's done all these massive meters for the last 2, 3, 4 rounds, whatever, and he wasn't making one break tonight. It's just like, you guys are dickheads, man.
I think he cracked 150 meters, and for RTS, that's low, right? And I mean, and also Aaron Clark, I think he ran the most meters for any forward in our team, and I think he cracked 111. And I remember when I'm sure it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I know Tahi will probably, or Jacko, you probably know the stats from that. I think it was 111. And I remember a live we did a couple of years back, and Ty, we lost the game, and Ty was like, he referred to Jackson Ford, because I think in that game, Jacko only ran like 70 meters. He was like, you know, there's a problem when, you know, you've got your forwards who are only running 70 meters, mate. And he's like, you know, that's, you know, what the fuck are you going to expect your forwards to do if they're only clocking 70 meters? And if you think if Aaron Clark only ran 111, then imagine, and he was the highest, and
I mean,
it's,
I haven't actually looked at the stats because I don't want to, but I am actually going to go look at some stats now because I'm guessing what the position is going to be like because I fucking saw it on the Saturday.
Shit.
It's not bad actually. It's 56 Bulldogs, 44 us. It kind of felt like 70-30, but there you go. We completed at the same
was
kind
that
of
position,
percentage,
bro?
83, 84.
wow.
Yeah, possession was 54-44.
Wow.
54% to them, 44 to us. We completed around about 83-84%. So, you know, stats don't mean shit a lot of times, because
Yeah.
they don't.
What was that?
Look at the stats.
What was that territory stat, bro?
I don't know, bro. Possession, time and possession, completion rate. Can't see it, bro. Territory.
What was our completion rate for that game? No.
83 to 84. That's what I say. Stats don't mean anything.
What? With all those errors?
Exactly.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's oh, okay. That's kind of out there.
Yeah, but we missed 44 tackles and they missed 14, so
wow, and that's why they're the best defensive team in the comp, eh?
That's the
and they were putting the squeeze on, man. Like they didn't let up until the last 5 minutes, but like even then it was like they were already in third gear. You know, they were just cruising. But their gang tackling and they're like the first tackler in was getting pushed back by his two mates behind him, pushing us back, and I was just like, holy. They pretty much done it the entire game, and I was just like, wow. That would have been so draining, even trying to compete with that. And super frustrating, like when we're on defense, the amount of times the Doggies had their legs gone, and we've got two tacklers and a third trying to slow them down, and then all they're doing is marching. They're just marching forward, and
the offloads, bro. The offloads.
Yeah.
I mean, how the hell do you even offload in that weather? Consist like how they were. I have to give it to them, man. They were fucking good. They kick.
They were good. It was a masterclass in the wet. Yeah.
Before the game even kicked off, I was like, man, Tane at the back with that Bulldogs kick chase, you know, and you got Bronson, Cherry, Critter, you know, all them fellas, careers coming at you. You know, like but hey, they just didn't adapt. And I mean, even Chansey, he only ran 21 fucking meters.
Nickel Clockstad.
Yep. Wow. 21 meters, bro. And like, if the stats are wrong, someone proved me wrong, but that's what I saw, 21 meters. I'm like, are you fucking for real? Like, surely that's not right.
So it's hard
apparently, 21 meters. Eh?
It's actually hard. It's actually hard to clock up meters in the centers if you're 6 or if you're not getting that ball, and you're usually getting it at a very you're usually offloading, right? Like tip-ons when you're close to the line, or just grabbing a couple of meters.
I think we should have. I mean, I'm not a coach. I know fuck all about like all that stuff, but I expected a bit more not clever, like changes going into the second half. I just thought that he could have made some better calls going into the second half about who was playing in what position.
Just Jacko's comment. Some folk claims a big kicking is not vital, but I think it is absolutely vital. Yeah,
absolutely
on that one, Jacko. Yeah,
and he did. Burden kicked us to death. But come on, man, like who? I mean, I think all his Warriors fans and even fucking the team and Webby would have known that Burden and Serraldo were going to do exactly that, kick us to death, and they fucking did it perfectly.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what the game plan was in their game, to be honest.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem like we really. It was just like one up, one up. Okay, let's hope Fisher Harris breaks a tackle. It was just like we just didn't have nothing. And then when we were on defense, it reminded me of last week's game, how we were just standing, waiting. Oh, you come to me, I'm not going to you. I mean, Korero scored that try, and I was like, how was that even possible when you got 4 or 5 defenders? I mean, I know he's good, but he's not God, you know?
Yeah.
There's just pretty good in the defense. And I'm just like, are we not correcting mistakes from previous weeks, or are we just carrying on doing the same mistakes? That's what makes it frustrating, because you're just seeing the same things.
Yeah. And some weeks you do throw your hands up, bro, because you're just like, what the fuck? Like, because you see it, like we're looking at the screen, and you just see, it's like, bro, like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So, and I mean, mate, how many games? 4 games. And I heard even yesterday said that Mighty Martin's, it's easy fixes. Well, I thought it was too, but now after that game, I beg to differ, mate. I don't think these are easy fixes, and it's something that we definitely probably won't get to fix with the next 4 games, but we've got to, we've got a fucking chance to. Like, these last 4 games are winnable as.
Yep.
I was saying to Tons earlier, the whole, 2 months ago, going into our second or third bye, we were lining it up like 7 games left. We should only drop 2. For 4 games left, and we've dropped the first 3 kind of thing. So, yeah, it's going to be a hard one.
I just think Tanner Boyd needs to find his voice. I don't know, like, because you can't see, watching it at home, you can't see if he's out there talking to his boys. Tanner, if you watch this, bro, use your Mitch Moses voice, brother. Like,
bro.
Like, fuck, he tore his. Yeah, man. Like, use your voice out there, bro, and you tell your boys what you need from them in order for you to structure, an attacking or put a play together. Like, you've got to be vocal out there, eh? And I think someone pointed out that Lukey Metz was really vocal. I think at Magic Round, even what's those names? Oh, Fletch and Heine, even they were saying he's really vocal out there, like he's just constantly chirping to his boys. And
because of the last 2 games, so Tanner Boyd, because again on review, there were times where Tanner Boyd was getting quite frustrated, and you could see it. You could see him kind of losing his rag at the team. So don't know if it had anything to do with the whole, because I did remember seeing Uncle talk about, Tamai's just played. It's not that he was dropping Tanner. Tamai's kind of played the better. He's played his way into the team as opposed to Tanner being dropped. And I was like, okay.
But I don't understand that comment, because he's been in the team. He's been out 14.
Yeah.
He's been the reliable. Like, he, for me, has been one of our top players this year, because he doesn't score tries, but man, he's been everywhere. He's been fullback. I think he played center for it, but he set up Dallin try a couple rounds ago. He's a shit hooker. Don't care. Don't care though. I don't care. Like, you're kind of Mr. Fix It, and he's been exceptional. He's been exceptional. Yes, I know we're all going to glaze lacquer, but for me, for the amount of positions that dude can play at elite level and a crap level at hooker, I'd rather have him still at that 14. I don't know what this whole played his way into the team Korero's about. I think that might be a little bit of smoke and mirrors from Uncle. Not being too happy with Boyd's comms or his, leaking tries, or I don't know. But played away into the team. Nah, he's been here.
I just want to go to the comments. So I see Zach Bruv. He's like, I tell you now, Saturday night, watching them live, there was no one taking lead. They just looked lost the whole time. So, and so he was at the game. Yeah, Webster said TMM had been playing so well. So Webster said TMM had been playing so well he couldn't be dropped, and he wanted to play 2 hookers, Jazz, hence why he cut Boyd. Oh, okay.
He's going to be kicking himself. He's going to be kicking. He would have been kicking himself halfway through that game.
And that Serraldo, because they both came under Ivan, you know. So it's that whole tutelage, or whatever you want to call it. They've learnt under Ivan, and they've gone away and done what they've done with both teams. See, part of me kind of feels like there would have been a bit of that going on in the background as well. The whole making sure I'm going to get one up over my mate, or he's going to get one over me, you know. So, frustrating.
The thing is, we've got a short turnaround too, right? So we play Friday night. So we've literally got what? And I shared it to our group chat. Old C-Nick was on One New Zealand Warriors with Surly. And so he said, so today is review, right? Video review. And then they train Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they have captain run. So they must only train like 3 days, obviously, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then then they play on Friday. So
it'll be a short turnaround.
And the Dragons just came off a win.
Yeah. But the Sharks were mad though. And they're inconsistent as fuck, the Sharks. And I think we're more consistent than that. Well, we have been, apart from this last month. Or probably last 2 months.
Like we haven't been playing well since night's game. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the Sharks may be a little bit like us, just hot and cold. You know, a bit hot and cold, a bit hot here, a bit cold there. And we're kind of in their group of teams that are trending downwards. You know, I said this 2 weeks ago. We're definitely, you see the teams that like Penrith and Broncos kind of trending upwards. And we're, because of our injuries and because of how we're playing and I don't know, everyone looks a little bit banged up. Everyone looks a little bit fatigued. You know, you talk about the kick chase times, pretty hard to do a kick chase when you're up and coming to the round 23 of the season and, you know, you're a bit done. Whereas other teams are starting to find the second gear, starting to find their voice.
And that's it, bro. Like there's teams out there that get their second wind at the back end of the season, and we're just not that team.
maybe next year we'll do that because of how long this damn season is. Penrith took 11 rounds to start winning consistently, right? Round 11 they were rock bottom. Now I'm not comparing us to those guys because we're not even in the same conversation as them.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need strike, and I think, I mean, I think they need to somehow involve, because if Tane's going to keep that fullback spot for the remainder of the season, they really need to include him in our attack somewhere, somehow. They need to get him more ball so he can, because he, apart from Healy, Egan, he's the only attacking player with enough flair and footwork and to get us somewhere. That's what I think anyway. Apart from that, I don't think we have much else. Tane to
Opiki. Well, it all starts with our hooker.
Yeah.
So as soon as Egan's gone, our whole attack's gone to the top, right? But we have a kid called Healy, and again, I'm not trying to put any pressure on this guy. But if we want any kind of go forward, you know, if our halves want to get over the advantage line, we have to have Healy in the conversation. Tuopiki can't do much without
well, you do
a half that gets early
without
ball,
the go forward.
without our 13 getting some go forward. So it just makes sense to me. It just makes sense that Healy has got to be starting. Like, fuck him. Am I delusional? Am I the deluded one here?
No, but I mean, we go back to what Zach Bruv said about no one out there like leading or communicating or leading. Then who is there? Anyone leading our forward pack? I mean, everyone says it's the Fish. Okay, cool, but I mean.
So then I suppose that's the thing with the game plan. So what was the game plan? Like, who was doing what? When were they doing it? If people in the crowd are saying that there was just no leaders, no nothing, because obviously they lost Boyd. So then who's responsible? Was it Tamati Martin? Harris DeVito?
We got heaps of leaders. We got a State of Origin winner. We've got a 4-time Premier winner. We've got Martin Korero, who's been around 3 or 4 teams. You know, he's been in grand finals, bro. Like, why are we even talking about who's leading us? Like, that shouldn't.
Well, that's what I mean. Because sometimes it looks like it looks like there's no one out there doing it. You know, especially these last. You know, and I said to the boys when we were on chat the other night, I was like, you know, Fish is, you know, like fuck, he's, you know, yeah. But I think when we lost Barney, like, you need someone in the forward pack. You need that alpha male, and this is what I think anyway. Everyone will probably disagree, but you need one of the big boys, one of the leaders to be out there talking. And we know from the boys that he's not a talker. He leads by example, and yet fantastic. But I think you need to use your waha sometimes out there to direct, especially with our young forward pack, Demi, Leka, Tennisdale, Smith, you know, Laban before he got injured. But there's such a young forward pack out there that we need someone fucking out there, the leader, the alpha male of our pack to be vocal. And when you don't have a leader out there being vocal, I mean, it's like your leader in the Kapahaka group, you know?
Yeah, I think there's 2 parts to that as well. Like you definitely got to be vocal, but the likes of what Barney brings is like because he leads by his actions, so, and he does those little one percenters that his teammates see that pushes them to. Barney plays a tight game there, especially on defense, but the boys see it through not just through his words but through his actions. You know, the amount of when I think of guys that are the sweepers, guys that just do the tidying up. Barney's definitely one of those guys. He just cuts down those the percentages in regards to the timing in his tackling and just shutting shit down or getting to the opposition before they can create a second phase, third phase, whatever. Barney's got that about him, and the boys see it. But he leads like when Barney and Big Fish, they that's why they work really well together, because they kind of just feed off each other.
Yeah, definitely.
So Fish might be a little bit lost without his mate there, but that's definitely what Barney brings to the. He just brings that little bit of extra. One is extra edge, but 2, the smarts on how to shut shit down before it can grow.
And another thing about Old Fish as well, like, he's come from a place where there were a lot of leaders and a lot of big mouths. A lot of big mouths and a lot of leaders. Like, he did all his mahi by example. Yeah, there were times where he'd blow up, but you know, he was in a pack of dogs. And he was him and Leota were the 2 biggest dogs in the fucking kennel. Right? But he had like others around him as well. So he's come over here, it's a little bit different. And you know, it's gonna take him a little while to kind of settle in. English doesn't help.
Yeah, fair call. I think Jazz said exactly the same thing to me the other night when I was listening, and I think he said the same thing, that he's come from Penrith. You know, over there they had the O's and the Clearys, and they had the people in that team that were the talkers. And so yeah, fair. I'm just trying to, I don't know, having a rant, trying to find the goodness. It's just sad to see that we were fucking so good for like, and in that 4, and just to see all that hard work, you know, and it was, you know, like,
that's the NRL though. No easy games here. Like, anyone can beat anyone. You know, we at the bottom of the table fucking give us a lesson in football the other round, right? So it's not a given.
Just Jacko's comment. To be fair, I just think we have covered injuries quite well, but now the effects of so many out are taking effect.
Absolutely, Jacko.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely.
Bang on. Hey, we're still scoring points. We're still in games. What are we? We're like 2 tries away from winning. I mean, it didn't even look like we were gonna win that game on the weekend. But yeah, I suppose when you take a lot of those positives out.
Yeah.
So did Capes get injured as well? Because I saw on Surly with C&K, he said that Capes get injured as well in that game?
Oh,
does anyone recall or no? Because he just said that Te Maire Martin, then Leka, then Capes got injured as well. So if anyone knows anything about that.
Okay, another injury.
I think
come back when everything looking good.
I think he might be not 100% anyway. I think a lot of the boys, like you say, are not 100%. So
yeah, that's true, Jez. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to find a link as to why. Yeah, and I just think I go back to Jacko's comment that I think just too many injuries now in key positions, and we're just really struggling to get out of it's like running in wet sand kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine Boyd's coming back. I think Kelly said it in the comments. He's obviously coming back because there'll be 11-day stand down for Te Maire Martin. So Boyd's back in again.
And just a solid shout out to Mighty. He's re-signed or in the process of him re-signing, getting an extension for a year, which I think is awesome.
That's awesome.
I love Te Maire. I think he's underrated and gutted. Because I actually watched the replay and like when he got injured, you seen him. He tried to get up 3 times, and not that the rain helped, but he just kept falling over. And I felt for him, man. He's just so beautiful. He's handsome, and I just felt for him. I was like, bro, like you seen him really struggling, man. Like I think he fell over 3 times. So my heart goes out to him. It was just gutted. But our heart, we move on and we figure out. Obviously, we've got Tanner Boyd thing, and I suppose in that respect, aren't we blessed that we've got players in these positions that we can back up on? Tanner Boyd's. I see people on fucking social media. Jet Cleary, and I'm like, bro, calm down, man. The boy's he's a kid. I mean,
he's got a wee way to go.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So Jet Cleary ain't gonna debut. If he did, I'd probably fucking fall off my chair.
I was gonna say too, this was the first game Leka hasn't scored in about 3 or 4 games. So
thanks, honey.
That whole we were just the Dogs had and I hate saying this, but the Dogs had the better game plan and played to the conditions and just
It's been a few times though. This isn't anything new. There's been a few times where Webby's got the game plan wrong in the wet.
I actually thought we'd change the game plan, and I just said this going into halftime. I was like, surely he's going to counter it, and going into half, we're going to come back out. And he said, like CHT or whoever, someone, Adam, Tane, Kick, somebody. But no, I just think he thought dry trip will just get through our sets, and like you said, Nick, it's just get through our sets, kick to the corner, bro. He couldn't even reach the corner, couldn't even get far enough upfield to reach the corner. And our forward pack they really need to dominate. They really need to come out and
I thought we did. For the first 20 minutes. Of that first half, we were going man for man, but even then, we were still the timing on some of our guys trying to put hits on was just out by a split second. But that's all it took. They were, and it didn't put the Doggies off. They just kind of stayed on task.
But they're brutal like that anyway. The Dogs, they're just so, and you see it in the way they play, man. They're just so focused. And the other team like that is the Panthers, and so you see that similarities within that Panthers system, because you see it in the Panthers, you see it in the Bulldogs. You see it on their faces, man, when they're running. They're just like, But teams are hunting now, aren't they? I mean, we've become the hunted, and fair enough, like. Kudos to them, man. They played a wicked game. and I'm not going to watch that replay because I did watch the first 20 minutes, and I agree, they're 100%, bro. I think we were in it to win it for that first 20 minutes, but then after that 40-20 and the Te Maire HIA, I just think we kind of imploded after that. There's no denying the worth of having fish in our team, though. Oh, absolutely, Jazz. And I'm not trying to throw shade at him at all. I'm just like, can we find someone who's gonna fucking,
wrestle our season back,
just be out there and just be. If you like tell that fucker, I don't know, like something needs to happen.
I thought that Finn's game, like I'm okay with us losing, Fana. I don't mind us losing. Fucking hell, Warriors fan, I'm used to it, right?
Yeah.
And us losing in the final moments of the last play on the last set, I'm okay with that. But like the effort in that game last week was just outstanding. Yeah, I thought it was a really good, entertaining game. But just to come out and play like we did, it was just a bit deflating. It's just like, fuck, who are these guys?
Yeah. Because we're renowned for that, the Warriors team. I mean, fuck it. Some, like, don't get angry, people, but I'm like, fuck, are we a bit like the Sharks where we can fucking play a brilliant game one week and then come out the other week and just be really mediocre?
I think us, Sharks, Finns, Manly.
Yeah.
You can throw us into a tournament. You wouldn't know who the fuck's winning that tournament.
Yeah.
Let's be real. We could have a tournament at like Mount Smart Stadium for like, battle of the 4 fucking hot and cold teams. No one's betting who's winning that tournament, bro. I could flip a coin.
I think the most consistent team in the comp this year is the Raiders by far. I don't even think Melbourne has been consistent. Not as previous years, not the Panthers, not even the Dogs. I think the Raiders have just showed up week in, week out, and they just play they don't give a fuck, they just play their own style of footy. They're real off the cuff. You don't know what they're gonna fucking do because I've got strike all across the park, and I just think that's one of the biggest things that we're losing is strike across the park. We don't have it on our edges, in my opinion. I don't think we do. That speed and that just a bit of brilliance, that fucking unicorn dust and fairy sprinkles. I don't know.
Who's Jacko? Fins went down by 60, so at least we did better.
Yeah.
We did better. That was an entertaining game, though.
Oh, fuck. It was, I just expected more, I suppose, especially the way we've fucking been throughout the season and playing some brilliant footy. And a Warriors fan, man, like the only thing I've ever wanted to see from my team is consistency throughout a season. Not like, and we've done that. We've done that so well this year. And then all of a sudden we're like a fucking blip on the road. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I guess for me, it's like, so 4 games. This is our last month before September footy, before the playoffs and stuff. And it's like, how many of these last 4 games are we going to actually win? And it sucks to even say that because it's like, fuck, we were all over it a month ago or longer. Where it's like the Dragons are on a good run. The Titans have already dealt to us. The Eels,
I'm
hoping we get up for the fucking Eels.
What needs to happen, bro? And I think someone has already said it in here, is that we need to pick the best team for that team coming up on whatever track it is. And fuck everyone's egos about who goes where, but we need to pick the and I know it sounds obvious because we're supposed to be doing that every week, but I kind of get a feeling that maybe Webby's favoring or Webby's not wanting to stand on toes, or like even just me thinking about it, CNK should have been fullback on the weekend.
You reckon? Well, I actually said to the boys going into half time when we were on the group chat, I was like, man, and I'm like I would have I was like, fuck, man, I'd put Tane in the halves chuck C&K back to fullback and chuck Lecker at the centres and move Kate, put Capes in the second row.
Because what do we got to lose? Come on, man.
Yeah,
we have 4
exactly,
games.
man. Like, at least
games to go.
And
the only reason why I say the C&K one, sorry, Tons, the only reason why I say the C&K one is probably because of the conditions.
Yeah.
And he'll run it straight. Whereas, Tane's trying to get, he's trying to get in between defenders, but it's too wet.
Yeah.
So I go back to your question, Real. How many of these games we're going to win? I wouldn't be surprised if we win 1.
Yeah. Because my heart wants us to win all 4 of them. It's my heart. But my head is telling me, going by the last month and, taking into consideration all the injury tolls that we've had.
Of course.
Cancel out shitty refs because we're always going to get there. But, and just kind of everything that we've highlighted tonight, the lack of comms, the lack of leadership, it's like...
the game I'm not looking forward to is the Titans in Gold Coast.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
I'm not looking forward to that game at all.
Yeah. And hopefully the boys do turn it around, but yeah.
They even played some good footy on the weekend. Granted, they lost, but to the Rabbitohs. But it was the gold. What do they call it? The Spoon Bowl. But even they played some promising footy on the weekend again, man. And they don't even have their captain. Oh, Big Tino. He's been out and they're fucking winning games, mate. We're better than this. And as a I know that we're fucking better than this. Like, I'm like, bro, why are you serving up this shit? Because you guys are, that's my team. And even in 2023, we didn't have that much strike across the field, but we were getting out there, man, and we were fucking winning games. And we didn't have speed then. We didn't have strike, but everyone was going out there and they were doing their jobs to a high standard, right? And we were winning those games. And now it's just, come on, man, like, look within. I don't know, like, love and light, fucking find something. I don't know.
Get a motivational speaker down there, Tons. You could like get down there and like, come on, boys.
Well, they're fucking worthy, right? They're worthy of greatness. I've fucking seen it. I know this. We all know this. And it's just like, brothers, like, and Cooper Cronk, you dunk. Fucking saying that, even Aaron Clark wasn't on. Shut your mouth, all right? Shut your mouth, Cooper Cronk. Because out of all the players on the pitch, that guy gives 110% every week, every carry, every game. He's all class. So just be quiet, Cooper.
Cooper Cronk's probably just angry that he doesn't have his own league show on Sky Sports, and he's still a talking head on someone else's show.
Greg, we do believe, mate. Trust me. That's why we're here every week on Monday night, because we do believe. It's not like we don't. We do fully 100%. Yeah. But, as friends, we just ask questions, and that's what we do. We ask questions. Why?
Yeah. And I hear you, Greg, and and end of the day, I'm just having my own little pity party. Fucking, I was sulking. I was sulky as.
We're allowed to be Debbie Downers, all right?
Yeah. Try not to be, but since I've kind of learned to do reviews and kind of go back over the games, and because there were glimpses of good stuff, but it's the lack of consistency, the lack of everything that's been mentioned tonight. And it's kind of like so I'm going to back the boys regardless. I'm never going to back it. I'm never going to bet against the Warriors. Never bet against the Warriors.
But we just have to be. We got to be realistic in terms of how we're trending, right? So if we're trending up at this time of the season, man, you'd see a different flavor of Warriors fan TV. Trust me, when we have a win, man, you can't shut us up. But also, when we see things, and we've seen this movie before, Fano, we've seen a lot of this movie from like the reruns that we've had over the years. We've got a feeling of we know what's going to come up next. Now, admittedly, coming up against these Dragons, I think someone said the Dragons, all their injuries are back. Fucking
Kelly, how could you say that? You're starting to sound like bandwagoners. Probably me, eh? I'm not. I'm not.
Kelly, go back and check the tape. Go back and check. There's some shots being fired at the moment.
Yeah, I reckon.
Definitely not
bandwagoners jump after the first loss. Okay, we're still here. We're around 23 and we're hanging around like flies.
Neil's been doing this for like 5 years. Neil's been doing this kind of media stuff for 5 years. You should see some of his tops that he's got.
Nah, fucking. Yeah, to be compared to bandwagoners, woo, that cuts deep, my bro.
Yeah, man, come on, man.
Because I'm usually the one calling out bandwagoners.
I'm joking.
Damn, Kelly. This is the effects of us having such a shit end of our season. We start getting called out for bandwagoning.
No,
we know, Kelly. We know you're joking, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If I did that, Levi, I'd probably be the first person in history to. I'm not even gonna. Nah, I'm not.
What's it, Tans?
Oh, Levi, have a couple of spots, Auntie Tans.
Oh,
Monday night spots.
No, damn.
Monday night spots.
No, I think
we'd probably get kicked off YouTube if we did that.
Yeah, no. I love my team, man. I love them. Win, lose, or draw, I freaking love them. But I definitely think we'll be playing finals footy, whether that's from the 4, from 8, who knows? Yeah. But we will be playing finals footy.
Yeah, and I said that times earlier, the whole, there were Aussie commentators, the punters, everyone was going on about 2025 Warriors, Raiders, second to last. So we've done exceptionally well to make it to the top 4. I think we got as high as second or whatever, top to 4, but to remain there for as long as we have. And the last month and a half's been shit house. But the fact that we're still up there and there's how many other teams below us, 12 other teams or whatever, it is a credit to Webby, the coaching team, the boys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the wheel nuts have gone a bit loose. The wheel hasn't fallen off yet. Yep. So let's push these last 4 games and just see what this team's actually made of. Let's see them turn around.
No, take it, bro, because like we went and won all of those really tough games in the beginning, and it's the reason why we're here now. It's the reason we banked points to stay in the 4, and now we're starting to slip because other teams have got their, they're starting to grow. We've got a bank of injuries. No one's taking the lead on the field. Little fixes. I hope it's a little fix.
Yeah, same.
It's nothing worse than like scraping into the finals and then being like, what are we even doing here? Because we're just going to get a hiding in the finals anyway. You may as well just go on Mad Mondays anyway, because you're not going to last long, So happy as guys that we're in where we are because of what we've done this season.
GT, I heard rumors of a Khan Pereira to the Wars. We could use the speed, I reckon. Absolutely.
Haramai, bro. Haramai.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Here's a house.
Give him the car. Give him the keys to the city.
He's not an accomplished winger, bro. He's not an accomplished. I don't care. Haramai.
Who watched the Titans and Rabbitohs game on the weekend? I did, and Khan Pereira, man, he's good. Like, he makes those runs, right? And he runs into traffic. It's not like he tries to run sideways, like, I thought he had a good game. He had some mean runs, and I'd take him. Absolutely, I'd take him. But does he want to come? Does he want to leave the sunny Gold Coast to come to freezing cold New Zealand?
Does he know where Auckland is?
Hey, man. Even Tino apparently is going to the open market. Oh.
Yeah, that's obvious, though. I think it's like it hasn't, whatever, fuck's their coach's name? It hasn't worked out, right? His style obviously hasn't worked out over the Titans. I know it's a bit harsh to say that in the first year, but he's going, isn't he? Isn't he off?
Yeah, I agree, Jacko. I think he'd be awesome under Jacko.
Is he off?
Hesler.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're going to shop him around now.
Aren't they? Wow.
No, I don't know, but these fucking media people, they just need to shush, because I don't even think they know what the fuck's going on. I love it how they think they do, but I don't think he is. And who are they going to put there anyway? Sure.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, Zach. I think Rog, whether he goes off to this rugby 360 thing or not, if I was Rog, what was he now, 31, 32? I would honestly, if I was Rog, be looking at like a big money contract in Japan, in Europe, union, rugby, fucking table tennis, whatever, just to see out his last couple of years, because as much as he loves the Warriors and as much as he wants to bring a premiership to the Warriors, I get all that. But I'll be looking at the poo tier in these late stages of life.
Oh, yeah.
Wake up. Good wingers. And what?
Oh, in the second grade. Yeah.
Yeah, but Siokali's not, I don't think he's ready for first grade. Maybe, but I've heard that he's not ready. And Lofi Pereira, man, he's got speed to burn. So I say bring him in. RTS is off at the end of 2026. Pereira is only contracted until the end of 2026 at the Titans, so it works out well. I say bring him in.
Do it.
Why not? We've got money there. Fuck, who knows?
We've got heaps of money. We've got heaps of cash.
Yeah,
AFB, Tohu,
SJ,
Dylan
Walker, and I think
Walker was on
he was on 650.
650.
Yeah, we must have a ton there. Even Cam George, I've heard him say on one radio interview, he's like, they've got money there. Even he said it, we've got money there. So who knows, man? Get Tino and Lofi.
I don't mind. Does someone say? Jess said Camper probably thinks Auckland's on the Gold Coast like a lot. Yeah. They probably think that Auckland's around the corner. Probably jumps in a taxi and says, "Can you take me to Mount Smart?"
Yeah.
Bring on Hurricane Crosby.
Jazz, you're absolutely right, bro. Sometimes managers put out the rumors, which is 100%. I mean. How many times have we seen, he's been shopped around, he's going to Union, next minute signs a new contract.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of highlights, Tahi, of Siokali, but I mean, I don't know. I don't watch enough Cup, but I have heard people say, he's mean, but is he ready to play first grade?
Siokali's mean as. Is he? I don't know.
They've bled them at younger ages, haven't they? I mean, yeah.
It's hard to blood in wingers, though, eh? Like if your wingers are putting in the mahi week in, week out, you can't really blood them into first grade.
It has to be done over a pre-season, eh? When you're bringing in new wingers, has to be done over a pre, and maybe they will. And I think we discussed this the other night, where with RTS and Dell rounding out the end of their contracts, they could bleed in him and Camperera. I mean, can you imagine that speed on the far out? That just would
change our team. It'll change our whole dynamics of our team. And you talk about gameplay. You talk about gameplay, Carl. It'll change our everything.
I'd say even sorry, bro. Like just in regards to what Tans was saying, preseason, definitely preseason. I'd say even go as far as the first half of the season to blood new wingers in, because at least it only gets harder as the season progresses. So kick them off right from round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. First 6, 7 rounds. Blood them and then get them a feel for it and get them settled in, whatever. And see how they hold up.
Seal will take RTS's spot. Yeah, nice, Tahi. I like that shout. Then looking forward to it, Jacko. Yeah. That'll be cool.
Someone said, is Bunty leaving? I don't think he'll leave. He'll probably take a haircut in terms of pay if like he's not playing now, like he's not being chosen for dry track at home, wet track away from home. Webby's going with like young as blooding in talent, and I don't know how I feel about that, but is what it is. But I can't see Bunty leaving.
No, I can't see Bunty, man. And where would he go? Like, fuck, I just could never imagine Bunty wearing. I mean, I see the same with Jazz, but Bunty's just different, man. Like, I could never see him in another jumper, and I'd hope the club wouldn't want to see him in another jumper either. Just, I mean, he's the longest serving warrior that we've got now.
Yeah,
I wouldn't get rid of him. Keep him in cup, man. Just who cares? Like, fuck, give him a spot somewhere.
Funny seeing him in cup, eh?
Yeah.
And because the bro calls it, the guy over at Jared over at shout out to Jared over at Warriors Anonymous for doing all that mahi for us, for the cup highlights.
Yeah.
Boyd, short ball to Bunty. It's like, what? Bunty?
Yeah, we had Kelly that Jai Lene. Who was it? Is it?
Oh yes.
You know, Bunty very happy in cup. Yeah, good shout, Jacko. And I just say, fuck, exactly what you just said, Jacko. You know, leave him in cup to help him, you know, develop those younger forwards coming through. Absolutely.
I will say this as well. The cup boys played the Bulldogs on the weekend, the same way that all our teams, SG Ball and everything.
Oh, Gannon, that's right.
In the Bulldogs had Zion Maiu in the team.
So well.
For them. It's not promising for us, but it's promising because he was one of those players, him and Leka, Demi, and
Jacob.
In 2023 they were like the chat around the league circles was like, bro, you need to see what's coming. And I thought that top of that list was Zion because I put a post up the other week saying, I thought it was Zion. Obviously, he wasn't him, apparently. But the youngsters coming through. So it's good to see the young fella getting some minutes because there was talk there that like he was getting dropped or he was getting shopped. And I was like, nah, you didn't fucking do that to him, did you?
I just want to... Rudu's asking, you guys reckon injuries are just the luck of the draw, or is there system in place or game plans where we can lower the injury toll? No, I don't think so, Rudu. I think it's just luck of the draw. I don't think you can.
Yeah. Every other team deals with it. Every team deals with it. It is what it is. It's kind of like how other teams, whatever their systems are. Part and parcel, bread and butter.
I'd like to see us, longer conversation, but I'd like to see the NRL actually shorten the season. I think week in, week out, getting smashed week in, week out is tough.
And I think it just comes down to what they put into their recovery, how they do that. And I suppose that's the problem, like you just said, Nick, the comp's too long, and then when teams have those short turnarounds and you have players that are already carrying injuries, and then they have, what kind of recovery are they going to get if they're with a 5-day turnaround? So
and Kelly, look at the Broncos had two snapped bloody hamstrings,
three
snapped hamstrings,
but Reynolds and went off like one after the other, and it was the same play.
Same play within literally like fucking 5 seconds within one another. Boom, gone. And then Coppo. That's horrible, man, and that's horrible.
I'd love to see the stat in regards, and this is across the teams, because a lot more players look like they're playing up with their hammies more and more, and it's kind of like, is that just because the season has as long as it is, and players, their bodies, the physicality of the game is starting to catch up on them. I don't know. It was just, because when you look across the games, the amount of guys that are on their backs trying to get their hammies stretched out, and it's like, it's a lot more prevalent than what it used to be.
Hammies, ACLs, like how many ACLs? There's 2 in our team alone. I think they're far out, man. I mean, the 9th, 100% short season with State of Origin, International Pacific champions, man. So they play pretty much all year. Yeah, exactly, Mez. And then they probably have only 8 weeks off in reality, and then they're back to preseason. When do they go back to preseason? February?
Preseason? It would probably be more the end of December, because preseason starts mid-Feb. So they've got to get at least 6 weeks in prior. Because you want the boys primed with as much time, even though their window is actually quite small. They don't get much of a holiday.
Then you've also got the Indigenous game at the beginning of the season, and that's played, before priest, so fuck, man, there's not much turnaround time, for the boys.
Yeah, even less if you're a rep player. And it's just like it is what it is. They do get certain clubs and coaches do let their rep players start later, after round 1, 2, 3, whatever. Try and give them a little bit of time off, but it's a long season. Okay, couple of things before I forget. Rolling into Friday night. I'm not even going to bother reading everyone's predictions. We're just going to scratch it. Okay. Before the comments crew, start giving me your predictions for Friday night against the Dragons. Woo. What's the forecast?
I don't think it matters, bro.
Dragons predictions.
Stop.
No, I think we're going to win this one. We're going to defend. Our forward pack's going to be dope. They're all going to run over 100 meters. I reckon.
Due for a win.
28-12. 28-12.
28-12. Yeah. 28-12. Nice tons. Right. Yeah. And to the comments crew, you follow, start posting your scores.
Okay.
Dragons. Where are the Dragons on the ladder? Are they close to the 8 or making the 8 or
not? Are they 12? Gone? Too far low up the okay. Kia ora, Jackie. Are they 12th? 12th.
Okay.
I think. I know where we are, but
yeah.
No, hang on. Let me just get it up. The shark, the dolphin, the Dragons are 11th.
Ooh.
Oh wow! Actually, sorry. Just with Jez's comment, agree that the season is too long, especially with the speed of the game nowadays. 6 against ball and play. The NRL intentionally have sped the game up. They broadcasted that like last year or possibly the year before. So the game, the product is, and it's to the advantage of the attacking team. But that probably contributes to injuries as well. Why our guys are tipping over, not just Warriors, all clubs.
In regards to that, so I'm assuming we all saw Alex McKinnon come out and say about making changes to the game, bro.
Oh yeah.
Have 11 players.
Crazy,
yeah. 12 players, no lock. I'm like, oh, cut it out.
Yeah.
So what is Isaiah Yeo and Clarkey and all them meant to do? Retire? Like no 42. Like, keep this guy away from the game. God damn it.
Those suggestions were just like, bro, that's just out there. Don't if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just leave it alone.
It's hard enough for the players to deal with changes that do go on at the end of every season. So, please keep this guy away from the game. That's just nonsense. 80 is. But Dragons have won last 2 games against Raiders and Sharkies and have beaten Panthers. I know, bro. They've been in some. They're the only team to have done it, aren't they? They beat the Panthers, and didn't they beat Melbourne?
Did they?
They beat Melbourne.
Was it Manly that beat Melbourne?
No, I'm sure the Dragons beat. Or I don't know. Someone's gonna have to tell me, but yeah, Dragons have won last 2 games. Raiders, Sharkies, and Panthers. Far out, man. That's pretty freaking good.
Just Zach with his 80 pointers. 80 is tempting. So are you saying 80-0, bro?
Nice, Kelly. I like it. 24-26. Boom, smash, boys. Yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking along the lines of Mez. I've been thinking along the lines of Mez for the last 3 games. So I know you know that it's always been like 2 points. I can't say. I'm not going to say that we're going to lose. So I'm just saying, we're just going to win by 2 points.
Nah, they're not going to win 2 in a row. No way.
The 1-2 in a row, cuz. So the Dragons have won 2 in a row.
So they won't win 3 in a row.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
That's better. They won't win 3 in a row.
You know, and I'd like to say, well, it's at home, so it's going to give us advantage, but that hasn't been our advantage in the last couple months. So
no, it is not. No, it is not.
What's my score?
Yeah, I was just thinking there, bro. What's my score? Woo.
No.
All right. So if Uncle was conservative in the rain, I reckon he's going to go conservative again. And my score is 10-8.
Oh
shit!
That's
is it raining?
Is
it raining?
Nah, it's going to be fine apparently.
Oh.
10-8.
Ooh.
Okay. Just get it how we get the dub, however we get it.
Well, in that case, I'm going to double that, bro. I'm going to go 2016.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Nice and easy. What's your score, Cole? You going to double mine?
18-12, bro. 18-12.
Yeah. Nice. True. Me, my bro.
Zach, come on, bruv. Inspire us. Inspire us with one of your predictions.
I've got him down for 80-0. Nah.
Oh, okay, me. I love it. Fuck, that'll put us in 4. That'll probably put us in, that'll would have the main.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But hey, we're the type of team to do it.
Yeah. Yes, we are. All right, let's go, Tahi.
I say we win. Oh no, I'm not gonna jinx us. Whatever happens, but we will win. We will win. We have to.
We have to. Yeah. That's the key word.
But then, actually, Penrith have to lose. Who did Penrith have? They've got a hard home stretch.
Storm, haven't they?
Storm. Woo.
I think Storm first game.
Oh,
yeah, they won't beat Storm, mate.
No.
Oh.
Let's go, Tahi, Jazz. Still waiting on you boys. Greg, my old points man. You fellas check your scores today.
The game on the weekend. The game coming up is the Roosters and the Bulldogs. That is the game.
Oh, that'd be goody.
Yeah, that is the game of the weekend, finally. Anyway, sorry, Karen.
No, all good, my bro. All good. Actually, while we're waiting for the boys and the girls and anyone else, I was thinking I wanted to do a little player profile for our Wahine Waze, because I think I like what they bring to the table. I love that they're back in the comp, the WNRL. So on a Monday night, just for a quick spiel, I'm gonna do like a player profile. I'm gonna start with the captain. So we'll start with Uppy Nichols. And just to piggyback on such a good win from Saturday night. Yep. But 32-year-old captain of the Wahine Waz. Uppy was one of the inaugural players in 2018, our very first women's team in the Warriors. Played for those first two seasons, 2018, 2019. COVID kicked off to 20 and 21. 2022, Uppy played for the Gold Coast Titans. 22, 23. 24, switched to rugby, played for Chiefs Manawa and the Women's Super Rugby Opiki comp.
Oh.
Yeah, so she played rugby. Uppy was a Kiwi Ferns rep in 2017, 19 in the Women's Rugby League World Cup nines, and they won it. They took it out. In 2022, Uppy has played 25 WNRL games to date, and has 15 caps for the Kiwi Ferns. And she was a part of the big win as well from Saturday. So, just a shout out to our captain of our Wahine Waz team. I want to put it out there because like as a dad, as a papa, for those that have daughters, and I really wanted my daughter to get up the league, but it never eventuated. I think there's definitely time and space for it. And if we can grow rugby league in Aotearoa the way rugby has grown, especially the women's game, they're all power to them. But it's good to see our women, our girls out there giving it ripping the boys, ripping the team, ripping the club.
What a entertaining brand of football they are growing,
growing into. Mata Kino Gray, that hit. Right. That was
Kino Gray.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I really like her.
Yeah. It was
Gray and Harata Butler. I think they're they're two of my faves, to be honest. Yeah,
entertaining, very entertaining brand, and you know, for a bunch of girls that some of them have played, others haven't. There's combinations. There's no preseason. So Wahine, love what you guys are doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
What day are they playing this weekend?
That's a good question.
Saturday, I think.
Oh, Saturday.
I think so.
Are they playing at home or are they in Oz?
At home against the Raiders on Saturday.
As an inspiration. Yeah, I did watch it, Jack. I watched it today, and he's really cool, man. Like, I just think he's like the perfect fit for our wahine too. And someone said he's really a staunch supporter of the Indigenous game too.
Nice.
And I hope our wahine wear their Indigenous tops this weekend.
Yeah, they got styly. Their Indigenous jerseys are nice. They are nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them run out in those.
Yeah. So if you're in Auckland and you're going to go watch the boys play, turn up a little bit earlier, watch the girls play, eh? Or they playing before or after?
No, they're playing on the next day.
The next day. Sorry. What? Oh, sorry. So, yeah. Oh, well, just head back.
They're playing on the Saturday.
Supporters of that live in Auckland, just try and make a family day of it and go along and spend a couple of hours there and support our wahine. That'll be mean. Wahine developing night. Yeah.
Yeah. Checo, Wahine Ford is developing nicely. They will feed pick and
I agree, bro. I think our forward is main.
Yeah.
And shout out to Tyra Wetere on her double. She first one disallowed, and then she ended up scoring. So
she could have got a hat trick. Yeah, that's right.
A lot of these wahine, they're petite, like a lot of our women. I'm like, damn, man, they're just like out there putting on these hits, carving up. I'm like, man, I salute these wahine. They're main.
Hey, actually, Jacko's just made a good point. Girls are playing in Hamilton, so Kirikiriroa. Yeah. So if you're in H-Town, if you're on the Tron, hey, Saturday night, want to go check out a mean game of league, go watch our Wahine Wales play. Because I think they're playing in Hamilton a couple, like 2 more games as well. Jazz agreed, Jacko. Have heard him speak a fair bit. Shook his hand at the Newcastle game too. And he was appreciative of people staying back for the Wahine top match. Oh, chat. Nice. Right. I think that's okay. So I've got the scores. I'm just gonna call the scores out, eh? Nick, from the top, Nick has gone 10-8. Tans 28-12. Carl 18-12. I've gone 20-16. Jacko 22-20. Zach 80-0. Kelly 34-30. Miz 24-22. Greg 34-23. Love the odd numbers, Greg. Was there anything else we needed to cover off besides Friday night and Saturday night's game?
No, I think we're good.
Good to get all this mummy off the chest, Dave. Hey, get it out. Get it over and done with. And one of the comments was the whole those super couches, those super coaches, fuck yeah. It's like, hey,
I was like, what?
End of the day, we just Warriors fans that just love talking shit about our team. Hey,
exactly. We do it.
Yeah.
Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. It's all it comes from place.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've exhausted myself. Kind of happy to bury their Doggies game and the Dragons game.
We'll get this dub on Friday, man. Friday night footy, man. We're going to get the dub at home. And the fact, I'll tell you why, because the fans deserve to get a win at home, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's make it happen, man. Jazz 22
team. Tan's team list tomorrow. Are we on for tomorrow, video?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if peeps, if you fellas around, absolutely.
Yep, we'll see you back here tomorrow at 10 to 6. 10
yeah,
to
yeah, 10 to 5 to at the latest. Put it on there. Malipo, Malipo was a gun, man. Love the way she just takes the line on. And the conversions, the conversions she got from the sideline was like, holy.
What's that? What's the... I'll put 1,000 on Warriors, 12 and under. Oh, okay. I don't talk shit, just trike, bro. Who said you talk shit?
No, I think that was for me. Or was that Jacko? Oh, I don't know, bro. I'm getting lost now. Right. Miz up the Monday night therapy. The wheels fall off. That's right, my bro. Loyal to the bitter end. Hey.
We'll get the dub. We will get the dub. Friday.
Let's get it.
Warriors all day, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty much us. That's full time for tonight. So, like always, thank you, fellas. Shot Nick, shot Cole, shot Tons. Thanks to the comments crew. You boys are the best. You boys and girls are the best. Best fucking
we'll see you tomorrow
of our club. Yeah, but like always, up the fucking wires, baby. Go the fucking wires.
Warriors all day, baby.
Warriors.